Or like if you're already a manager at McDonald's and you can aspire to be better. And third question, I mean. Anyways, my thoughts on uniforms now. Well, uniforms cancel out our individuality. It really does. Let's take as done in prison. Each inmate wears a certain orange jumpsuit uniform. That cancels out their individuality, and same as school, yes, but it's not like every school in, let's say, the United Kingdom or every school in Australia wears the exact same uniform. None of Hello everybody, welcome back to another video from my TV YouTube, and today what I'm going to be doing is actually, this has been suggested to me, well not really suggested, it's been voted for. This video, yes, it has been voted for on a community tab at least once a while. I'll still be posting kinda constantly, but once in a while I will be posting the community tab for which video I will be doing next, since it's most likely I'll be posting 2 videos a week from now on. And yes, so if you want to just interact, I guess, with what type of videos I'll be doing, then the community tab is there for you to vote for what type of video I'll be doing. That, and also the community tab is just kind of like a fun place that you can go for like bloopers, you know, just behind the scene things whilst I'm editing, and maybe a couple funny pictures once in a while. I mean, maybe I'm not promising anything. Anyways, as normal, I really appreciate if you subscribe. It'll really be helping a brother out. I'll really appreciate that if you like, subscribe, comment, share, comment, because I always have that one little question for you as a viewer at the end of each of these videos. Now, and yeah, let's get straight into it. Okay, so the first question is, which school system is the best? Now, this is kind of a tricky one. I have a whole graph here which I read to get the answer. Australia, United Kingdom, and Brazil. For which of those 3 school systems is the best? Now, there are many more countries that I could have chosen, but I've just personally chosen these 3. So, the best school system when it comes to academics is clearly Australia. When it comes to maths, English, and science, Australia just completely takes the W. But when it comes to being motivated, kids in the UK, kids in the UK are more motivated, but a little bit less when it comes to academics. But they are more motivated to learn, but when it comes to academics, it's a little bit less. So if the kids in Australia are less motivated to learn, then it really doesn't correlate at all. But since the kids in the UK are more motivated, then it goes a little bit higher in the rankings, I guess. Well, I beg to differ that kids in the UK are motivated to learn, but it says on the graph, so anyways. But the most useful aspect is when you're satisfied with your life at the end of all these academics or the entirety of school, and that is where Brazil completely takes the W by a long shot. But in the long run, one cannot do without the other, making each school system great in its own right. So there is no real correct answer for this question for which school system is the best, since each of the aspects, motivation of children, academics, and when you're satisfied with, if you're satisfied with your life after school, it all correlates with each other. Yeah, and I guess on to the second question. Now, I'm sure many times you have heard at least a student or a teacher talk about say the insult of, oh yeah, you're gonna work at McDonald's when you're older if you don't crank up your academics. Now, the insult of working at McDonald's is a pretty deep one, yes, but still, you still need to be educated. Plus, for starters, you need a minimal job after once you graduate from school and once you graduated and everything. You need to get a job. Now, you don't start off like straight at the top and you make your own business after you come out of school and then you're stinking rich the moment you come out of school. No, you need to start small and then gradually build up. Now, just for like a starter's job, I'm not from my own experience. Just for a starter's job, something minimal. It's not that deep. It's just to get your experience a little bit, get your level of experience to be a little bit higher. Let's say minimal jobs, for example, Subway, McDonald's, KFC, just small things. But I'm not saying that you should stick with those minimal jobs for the rest of your life and aspire to be, yes, I want to be the manager of someone who works at McDonald's when I'm older. No. For starters, you can start with McDonald's, and maybe once you got enough money or something, or you've acquired the money that you need, I don't know, you do something else with that money, or you can quit and go for like a better job or start your own company. So the insult of working at McDonald's is deep if you just think of it like, oh crap, I'm gonna work at McDonald's, I'm just gonna be making burgers for people who come around. No, it's pretty deep if you do that for the rest of your life. But for just a minimal starter job to get you on your feet slightly, it's really not that bad. Okay. Or like if you're already a manager of McDonald's and you can aspire to be better. And third question, anyways. My thoughts on uniforms now. Well, uniforms cancel out our individuality. It really does. Let's take as done in prison. Each inmate wears a certain orange jumpsuit uniform. That cancels out their individuality. And same as school, yes. But it's not like every school in, let's say, the United Kingdom or every school in Australia wears the exact same uniform. No. To differentiate each school as being a representative of that school, they each wear their own unique uniforms. Yes, with the standard common old blazer, jumper, tie, and everything else, like shirt and trousers, of course. But the logo, it makes you represent that school in a way. Now, it makes each school unique. And as a bonus, I guess, it doesn't allow rich kids to show off, which is a bonus, I guess. Anyways, the last question. Going back to the topic of school, going back to a topic in school is literally impossible. This video is kind of short. Anyway, going back to the topic in school, or a topic of a subject in school, is literally impossible. It never really happens until there's like a test 2 days before, and that topic is in the test, or the topic of that subject. Let's say, for example, percentages in a maths test. And you've done it once, yes, but then that's it. You've done it once and that's it. You've covered it in that lesson. If you don't understand, research when you get home or something. They don't really go back to that one certain topic or of that subject. They just carry on, and if you catch up, you catch up. If you don't, they'll leave you in the dust. Now, once that is being done, and there's 2 days before a test, and you don't seem prepared since you've not, revised, 2, the school or the teacher hasn't really gone back to that topic in the subject. The teacher will give you maybe, some Google Classroom work to do online, and that's really it. And then after that test, it's really not when the topic, let's say percentages again, I'm using that as an example, will not really the teacher won't really go back on it really. But in a way, it does give the kid or the child the sense that, oh, if I don't revise, then the other students will leave me to dust, and I have to catch up in that way. So in a sense, it helps students in its own unique way. Now, in conclusion, oh yeah, before that. Okay, so basically, that's all that's all the questions I have to ask myself. Now, the question I'm leaving for you as the audience, what are you, yeah, okay, are kids in any country really, in school, being overworked or underworked? Now, I can leave you with like Matthew. Let's just say that. Matthew, what do you mean? Like, there are many countries. Which one do you want me to pick? Are all being underworked, overworked, or are just some specific ones? Now, for the case of that, I'll say, let's say United Kingdom, and they start 9 and they end 3:30, and they have 6.5 hours of school, and they have at least 5 lessons to 6 lessons. In Australia, it's the exact same, and in Brazil, it's from 7 to 12. They have around 4 to 5 lessons, and it's 5 hours. Which one has been the most underworked and the most overworked out of the 3? Now, I guess that's the question I'm going to leave for you. And I hope you enjoyed this video, but I'm going to start doing this from now on. And that is, in conclusion, what did we learn? What did we learn? Anyways, I'll see you in the next video, which you'll most likely learn something more, I guess. And I'll see you then. Peace.